ride along with Hawkeye and Jeanne on a mission visiting cities, communities, villages, towns, casinos, wineries, distilleries, brothels, campgrounds, RV resorts, a dome house, and some other places of interest to find out what is really going on during the aftermath of the COVID pandemic. Please subscribe. Get notified when new episodes are available. Click on that little black stray cat image on the bottom right-hand corner to subscribe to Hawkeye's Tales and Trails. No credit card is needed. It is our recommendation that if you are new to Hawkeye's Tales and Trails, begin with episode 1. Share the videos with others. Remember that all information is deemed to be reliable, but no guaranteed that it is. Hawkeye's videos are unscripted documentaries of his and Jeannie's whereabouts. Their mission is to show you places, things, and events that you may not normally get to see or hear. Then they publish videos on YouTube for you to check out and see what is really going on during the aftermath of the COVID pandemic. Pahrump, Nevada is the topic in episode 102. Hawkeye and Jeanne stayed at Lakeside Casino and RV Park while in Pahrump and paid a visit to Attic Fanatic, a junk collector's paradise. Desert Cane, where they put the rum in Pahrump. Pahrump Valley Winery and Vineyards. Who knew that you could grow wine grapes in Nevada? Is that far out? The wine was surprisingly drinkable. Expect to view more detailed video on those adventures soon. Hopefully you have seen episode 100 about Sherry's Ranch and the other brothels in Pahrump. Nevada is the only state that allows legal prostitution. Isn't that groovy? Oh yeah, they had a visit from Jeannie's younger sister while in Pahrump. Check her out.
Okay, not really too sure, but this guy might be named Richard and he might be a big guy. Or there's some other implication here about, big dicks. Not sure.
This is Pahrump's #1 pizzeria. The best food in town, and they deliver.
What do you think of that? Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's sunset at Lakeside Casino, Pahrump, Nevada. Pahrump. Okay, this is Daisy and Donald. They're friends of Jeannie's. Notice they like to hang out here by the campsite.
You never know when I'll go into a feeding frenzy, casting duck pellets all over.
Yeah, these ducks are white. They know her from somewhere else,
Probably because we can't read the sign, "Don't feed the wildlife."
I thought we were the wildlife.
That's what I thought.
Pahrump was originally inhabited by the Southern Paiute. It was slowly inhabited by settlers in the late 19th century. They reportedly chose the name for Pahrump after the original Southern Paiute name Pahrumpi, or water rock, so named because of the abundant artesian wells in the valley. Because of the artesian wells, the new inhabitants of Pahrump Valley began a number of large ranch-style holdings, mostly over 1,000 acres in size. On the ranches, alfalfa and cotton were grown, and livestock were raised. Until the 1960s, Pahrump had no telephone service except a radio transmitter phone in a phone booth next to the small market, and there were no paved roads in or out of the Pahrump Valley. As Las Vegas grew, real estate speculation became somewhat more popular in the area. This led to the introduction of telephone service and the construction of a paved highway between Las Vegas and Pahrump during the late 1960s. Later, this road, Nevada State Route 160, was extended from Pahrump northward to US 95, near Amargosa Valley. A second paved road, Nevada Route 372, was introduced that went from Pahrump to neighboring Shoshone, California, which provided a link to the Death Valley area, as well as a shorter route to those wishing to travel to Los Angeles or other areas in California. In the 50s and 60s, there was a 2-room elementary school and the high school students went to Shoshone. In 1974, Pahrump's first high school was constructed. Pahrump is an archetypal example of an exurb. Almost all significant agriculture has ended in the valley, and over the years the surface aquifers have been drained. On November 15, 2006, the Pahrump Town Board voted for an ordinance declaring English the official language of business, forbidding the display of foreign flags, and denying any benefits to illegal immigrants. A measure in the ordinance required an American flag to be displayed above any other flag, regardless of what organization, nation, or government it represented. The ordinance was repealed 4 months later because of bad publicity. Thank you for watching the videos. Let us know what you think about the episodes. Leave a nice comment. Click the black cat to subscribe. Love you guys. Buenos dias muchachos y muchachas. I am pagan woman warrior queen, Calithia. The hostess of Hawkeye's Tales and Trails. Have a great day.